Life is like chess. If you don't see yourself as a winner, then you cannot perform as a winner. Good day, Playmates. Now, let's study about what is Sicilian Najdorf variation. There is a lot of variation in Sicilian, and most of the Sicilian players are, they want a game that is really fantastic, and there is a lot of moves. So if you are a player of the Sicilian, but let us review and let us study what is Sicilian Najdorf. As a preface or introduction, the neither variation of the Sicilian defense is popular that the total number of game at least almost exceeds number of games we played in many competition or tournaments. Well, it has been favorite line of world champions and grandmasters. Well, anyway, even championed by young American Bobby Fischer, the Niners line gained popularity, and by the time it became the most popular Sicilian, and also Grandmaster Gary Kasparov. This is also a Sicilian Najdorf player. We used to see them using Sicilian in their chess tournaments. Now, let us start uh, playing this. Well, what is Sicilian? Well, anyway, it starts, for example, if you are a Sicilian player, you are a black pieces. So let's start for e4, example e4, right there, and the response is e5. If the c5 was the response of the block, that was Sicilian player, and he is trying to dominate with Sicilian moves. So bishop f3, for example, bishop f3 by white, and the response is d6 to support the c5 pawn, and d4. There's a d4 there, attacking the c5 pawn, and the always melee for this is to capture the d4 there, and then the response is knight takes d4. That was the main line of the Sicilian. You need to capture, if you're a Sicilian gamer, you need to capture the e4 pawn if the white offers a pawn there. Then knight f6 as continuation, and then knight c3, because the e4 pawn of the white is under attack by the knight, so it is recommended to support the e4 pawn of the white. And then the continuation is a6. Well, the a6 is very important in Najdorf. It prevents the white into the development of the bishop in, for example, if this one, you put the bishop to check, for example, this one, so that prevents the white to go there because there's a guard pawn at e6, or also the knight, for example, that one, or this one, the knight. So that was very important in Sicilian Najdorf. And after that, the rook g1, and the white is at the rook g1, and after rook g1 is e5. They are attacking the white knight. White here is planning to attack at the queen side, because the queen side here at the Sicilian Najdorf is very strong. And bishop e6, this one, right? So that was a very most common in defense in Sicilian Najdorf. So after bishop e6, there is a g4 to the preparing to attack at the king side, you know. G4 and then D5. So preparing also to attack the center, because the delicate position here of this is that kings are not already castling. So whether it kings or queenside, that is our rules, or the golden rules in chess, right? Um, Always castling and correct the rooks in the openings. So it depends. Almost if you are a beginner, it is very important to always castling, whether it is queenside or kingside. You need always to castle. Now, after d5, e takes d5, and then e takes d5, knight takes d5, knight takes d5, knight takes d5 too, and then queen takes d5. So the black queen wants to end it an endgames, because if the capture the queen, for example, the queen will capture and then bishop capture, that was almost an endgame. It is favorable for you to stay in the on the center, because you are because it ends up to endgames and there is no queen to attack. So after the queen takes d5, so the white here do not allow that. That's why move it bishop e3. For example, this one, bishop e3, preparing to castle at the queen side. But after that, there's not knight c6 there, and after knight c6, though the white here decide to capture the queen. The queen takes d5 and bishop takes d5. The king at the white castle with the queen side, and the response is also a castling at the king side. So this is a Sicilian Najdorf, and after this bishop b6 is already um, possible. Want to control this one, right? Bishop b6, so attacking the rook, and then the rook will only move rook d6. So that was a frequent and the main lines of Sicilian Najdorf. Hope you guys will study more about this, but this 13th move of the Sicilian Najdorf is the main line, and if you know this, you will not go into trap or tricks of the opponent if he is using a Sicilian Najdorf. So master this if you're a beginner, if you're I mean, you are not a master or grandmaster. You need to practice this, you need to study this openings in order for you to have an edge if the opponent is using a Sicilian Najdorf. Yes, guys, and Playmates, do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye, Playmates!